I found it in a box of things I thought I'd thrown away. A map of all the back roads I was saving for a rainy day, creased and coffee stained with pencil marks I'd made of winding paths and mountain tops, a life I'd left unpaid. You always liked the highways, straight and fast and clear. You folded up my map and said there's nothing for you here. But the lines you drew for me were fading from the page. It's time to disengage and finally turn the page. Now I'm driving with the windows down, chasing the setting sun, following the ghost of who I was when I was 21. There's a whisper in the engine, a song I used to know, letting go of you to let the real me grow. And the dust I see behind me in the mirror's golden glow is the last of your shadow and the first real seed I sow. I stopped for gas in a town that wasn't on your route, bought a postcard of a lighthouse, figured my own way out. The air here smells like pine and dirt, a sin I'd near forgot, untangling the person I am from the person I am not. Now I'm driving with the windows down, chasing the setting sun, following the ghost of who I was when I was 21. There's a whisper in the engine, a song I used to know, letting go of you to let the real me grow. And the dust I see behind me in the mirror's golden glow is the last of your shadow and the first real seed I sow. This old car knows the way, it remembers all the turns. A lesson in returning is a lesson that one learns. The destination's hazy, but for the first time I don't care. It's the feeling of the journey, the freedom in the air. The rear view's getting smaller, just a speck of what we were. I'm heading for the sunrise, a hopeful, happy blur. Yeah, the dust is finally settling, and I'm on my way back home to the country of myself, where I'll never be alone. Garden that I tended, I let it overgrow. You said you liked the wild so I let the good things go. The roses that my mother gave, you said that thorns were sharp, so I let the ivy choke them, playing a silent harp. You were a vine that twisted, beautiful and green, but you blocked out all the sunlight from the flowers in between. I got so used to shadows, I forgot I loved the light. But today I found my gloves and I'm starting up the fight. I'm pulling out the weeds of you, one memory at a time, reclaiming all the flower beds that were truly mine. My hands are in the soil and it feels like coming home, planting seeds of solitude and learning to be alone. This ground remembers what it was before it learned your name, and I'm the gardener again, in sun and gentle rain. I found a pack of seeds today for flowers you would hate. Forget-me-nots and bleeding hearts, I'm resealing my own fate. It's funny how a little work can make a person whole. I'm digging out the roots of you that settled in my soul. I'm pulling out the weeds of you, one memory at a time, reclaiming all the flower beds that were truly mine. My hands are in the soil and it feels like coming home, planting seeds of solitude and learning to be alone. This ground remembers what it was before it learned your name, and I'm the gardener again, in sun and gentle rain. And in the quiet morning I see the first green shoot, a tiny sign of life that's taken back its root. It isn't loud or angry, it's a patient, steady thing, the promise of the colors that the coming seasons bring. I'm not waiting for a harvest, I'm not waiting for the bloom, I'm just happy to be kneeling in this quiet sunlit room. My garden breathing softly, finally free to be. And in the dirt beneath my nails I'm finding pieces of me. You're
forgotten. Let the song begin. Found a shoebox in my closet, tied up with a string full of letters I don't read and other forgotten things. And underneath a photograph, a name I'd long erased. Was a mixtape in a plastic case, a treasure I'd misplaced.
I learned to keep it down. You said my laugh was thunder in this quiet little town. You taught me that a softer tone was how a woman wins. And I put my voice away with all my other foolish sins. I folded it up neatly like a sweater in a drawer, and soon forgot the sound that it was even created for. But in the silence you left, I started to hear a hum, a phantom of a melody waiting for words to come. My throat felt tight and rusty from years of holding back, but a voice is not a thing that you can break or lose the track. And it feels like clearing my throat after a decade of dust. It's my own voice again, learning how to trust its own pitch and its own rhythm, its own imperfect ways. It's cracking and it's shaking, but it's singing its own praise. It's louder than I remember, and it's braver than I knew. My own voice again, finally true. I started in the car, just a humming with the tunes, then singing to the empty streets beneath the afternoon. I ordered coffee, and the barista heard my name. It didn't sound like apology, it didn't sound like shame. It sounded like a bell that's ringing for the very first time. A clear and simple, honest and resilient, perfect chime. And it feels like clearing my throat after a decade of dust. It's my own voice again, learning how to trust its own pitch and its own rhythm, its own imperfect ways. It's cracking and it's shaking, but it's singing its own praise. It's louder than I remember, and it's braver than I knew. My own voice again, finally ringing true. You didn't steal my voice, you just taught me to forget the power that was in it. But I'm not forgetting yet. I'm talking to my own ghost, the girl who loved to sing, and she's teaching me the anthems that can make the mountains ring. I'm laughing from my belly now, I'm shouting at the sea, and every sound is a testament to the reclaiming of me. My own voice
letters in my pocket, a gift you gave to me. Its needle always pointed north, and north was you, you see. I never learned the other points, the east, the south, the west. With you as my direction, I put my skills to rest. I walked the path you set for me, I never looked aside, happy to be guided with nothing left to hide. But the day I walked away from you, the needle started spinning, a frantic wild dance, a sign of a new beginning. The glass was cracked, the magic gone, the magnet lost its hold. A story of dependency, a story getting old. And now I'm navigating by the stars the way the sailors do, learning all the patterns in the endless hopeful blue. The compass that you gave me is just a souvenir. My true north is inside me now, it's finally getting clear. I'm following a silver light that's always been my own, a tiny spark to guide me now that I'm alone. It's colder out at night without your hand to hold, but the constellations tell me stories brave and bright and bold, of hunters and of queens, of heroes and of bears, a universe of guidance for anyone who dares to look up from the ground and trust the distant light, to lead them through the darkness and the long and lonely night. And now I'm navigating by the stars the way the sailors do, learning all the patterns in the endless hopeful blue. The compass that you gave me is just a souvenir. My true north is inside me now, it's finally getting clear. I'm following a silver light that's always been my own, a tiny spark to guide me now that I'm alone. You were a destination, I was just along for the ride. But a journey's not a journey with no choice of where to hide, or where to run, or where to rest, or where to call your home. I'm charting my own course now across the starry dome. The broken compass in my hand, a reminder of my past, a love that was convincing, but a love that couldn't last. My eyes are on the North Star, a constant and a friend. The journey's just beginning, and this is not the end.
hanging at the back of my closet, behind a row of gray, a ghost of who I could have been. I saw it there today, a splash of emerald green, a cut I used to love. I bought it for a party from a little shop I know of. I tried it on at home back then and felt a thrill of pride, but you just shrugged and told me it's a little much inside. So I wore the simple black dress, the one you said was chic, and the green one was forgotten. Week after lonely week, it became a silent promise, a hope I put away. But today I'm taking it off the hanger. Today is a new day, and I'm finally wearing the dress, the one I never wore for you. I'm seeing my own reflection and the feelings fresh and new. The girl who's looking back at me, I'm starting to recall. She's not afraid of color, she's not afraid to stand up tall. It's just a piece of fabric, but it feels like putting on my skin, a quiet celebration of the person deep within. The fabric feels like freedom, it sways around my knees. I'm not going to a party, I'm just walking with the trees. I'm not trying to impress someone or catch somebody's eye. I'm just trying to remember how it feels to reach for the sky on my own terms, in my own style, without a judge's voice, to finally make my own and not your choice. And I'm finally wearing the dress, the one I never wore for you. I'm seeing my own reflection and the feelings fresh and new. The girl who's looking back at me, I'm starting to recall. She's not afraid of color, she's not afraid to stand up tall. It's just a piece of fabric, but it feels like putting on my skin, a quiet celebration of the person deep within. Maybe I'll wear it to the grocery store to get a cup of tea. It doesn't need an occasion, it just needs to be on me. A statement to myself that my own taste is enough. A symbol of my spirit, resilient and tough. The girl in the green dress, I think I know her well. She's been waiting in the closet, breaking your long spell. And as I walk out the front door, I finally understand the most important person to love is the one whose hand is my own hand. My soul was like a recipe I'd written for myself, kept in a little notebook on a high and dusty shelf. It had
messy flavor that you thought was incomplete. You said it needed simplifying. You took my book from me, and you crossed out all the spices for the sake of clarity. You made me a new recipe with water, salt, and bread. You said that simple flavors were better for my head. And I ate the bland concoction, and I learned to say it's fine. And I forgot the taste of what was truly deeply mine. But I'm looking for the ingredients you told me to forget. The saffron and the ginger that I haven't tasted yet in years, but my heart remembers, my senses still recall the complicated flavor of myself before the fall. I'm cooking up a memory, a feast for only me, and it tastes like my own spirit, and it tastes like being free. I went out to the market and I knew just what to find. The scent of fresh cilantro brought my real self back to mind. I bought a bag of lemons for a little bit of sour, a reminder that not everything is meant to be a flower. I'm chopping and I'm stirring, and the kitchen's full of steam, and it smells like the revival of a long forgotten dream. But I'm looking for the ingredients you told me to forget. The saffron and the ginger that I haven't tasted yet in years, but my heart remembers, my senses still recall the complicated flavor of myself before the fall. I'm cooking up a memory, a feast for only me, and it tastes like my own spirit, and it tastes like being free. You wanted something simple, something easy to digest, but a soul like mine is vibrant and it cannot be suppressed. It's a little bit of bitter and a whole lot of delight, and I'm finally serving it for myself tonight. First bite is a revelation, the second is a prayer. The flavor of my own soul, a taste beyond compare. I'm home.
My heart was once a vessel built of sturdy wood and pride, ready for a journey on the ever-changing tide. My sails were wide and waiting, my course was mine to chart. I was the fearless captain of my own adventurous heart. But then you came aboard with a treasure chest of charms, and you dropped an anchor down right into my arms. You said the sea was dangerous, the storms were wild and deep, better to stay in the harbor while
while the other vessels sleep. And your love was a heavy anchor, made of comfort and of fear. It kept me safe and stagnant, year after lonely year. And I'm lifting the anchor now. I can hear the metal groan, a sound of rusty promises. I'm finally leaving all alone. The ship gives a shudder as it breaks free from the clay, and the tide is pulling me now, and I'm finally on my way out into the open water with a hopeful salty spray. I'm lifting the anchor of you, and I'm sailing away today. I'd forgotten the feeling of the deck beneath my feet, the rhythm of the ocean, so challenging and sweet. You convinced me that the harbor was the only place to be, but I was born to be a sailor, and I was born to be at sea. And I'm lifting the anchor now. I can hear the metal groan, a sound of rusty promises. I'm finally leaving all alone. The ship gives a shudder as it breaks free from the clay, and the tide is pulling me now, and I'm finally on my way out into the open water with a hopeful salty spray. I'm lifting the anchor of you, and I'm sailing away today. I don't know what the weather holds, I don't know what I'll find, but for the first time in forever, the choice is truly mine. To chase the far horizon, or to drift upon the blue. The one thing that I know for sure is I'm not sailing back to you. The chain is coming up now, linked by lonely link. It's lighter than I thought it was, it's lighter than you'd think. The anchor's up, the sails are full, the sea is calling me free. At long last I am free.
was standing at the counter, waiting for my tea, lost inside my thoughts, not really feeling like me. The version of me you had polished, smooth and without edge, was standing there as always on a silent, shaky ledge. You told me I was too much, that my laugh was loud and bold, so I learned to be a story that was better left untold. I ordered in a quiet voice, the one that you preferred, polite and small and simple, not a single wasted word. But as I turned to leave, the woman at the till said, "I'm sorry, but I have to say your smile just gave me a thrill." And she said, "Hello, stranger," but she was talking to the ghost of me, the girl I was before you, the one I long to be. A simple random kindness from someone I don't know planted a seed of hope, and now I feel it start to grow. It was just a passing moment, a word I didn't expect, but it's starting to resurrect the girl you left shipwrecked. I walked out on the pavement and the world seemed bright and new, as if her words had painted it in a more vibrant hue. I caught my reflection in a window and I tried this smile again, the big one, not the small one from way back when. And for a second I could see her, the girl I'd locked away, the one who laughed too loudly at the silly things I'd say. And she said, "Hello, stranger," but she was talking to the ghost of me, the girl I was before you, the one I long to be. A simple random kindness from someone I don't know planted a seed of hope, and now I feel it start to grow. It was just a passing moment, a word I didn't expect, but it's starting to resurrect the girl you left shipwrecked. It's funny how a stranger's eyes can give you back your own and show you that the truest parts of you have always been well known. You just forgot to see them, you just forgot their worth. You just needed a reminder of your place upon this earth. Hello, stranger, it's nice to see you again. I've missed you. Welcome back. Welcome back. I walk these rooms like a tourist in a house I'm supposed to own. The furniture is mine, but the feeling is unknown. You decorated my interiors with your opinions and your taste, and the person I was previously was carefully erased. I look into the mirror and I see a stranger's face, a well-composed and quiet guest who's learned to know her place. But sometimes in a window when the light is turning low, I see a different silhouette, a girl I used to know. She's just a flicker at the edge, a trick of fading light, but she's the only thing that feels real in the long and silent night. And I think she is the ghost of me, the one I left behind, a whisper of a wilder heart, a more courageous mind. She's haunting all the spaces where I let you take control, and she's calling me to come back home, to reclaim my own soul. She's not a scary spirit, she's a sad and hopeful friend, the ghost I have to welcome back to let my story mend. I opened up a closet full of clothes you didn't like, a leather jacket, faded jeans, for a long forgotten bike. I slipped the jacket on and it felt like a second skin, and in the dusty mirror I saw her smile begin. It wasn't my reflection, not the one I've known for years. It was the ghost of me appearing through a film of unshed tears. And I think she is the ghost of me, the one I left behind, a whisper of a wilder heart, a more courageous mind. She's haunting all the spaces where I let you take control, and she's calling me to come back home, to reclaim my own soul. She's not a scary spirit, she's a sad and hopeful friend, the ghost I have to welcome back to let my story mend. I'm not afraid of her anymore, this shadow in the glass, this echo of a strength I thought was never meant to last. She is the promise of a future and the comfort of the past, the anchor and the sail, the first and also last. So I'm leaving out a light for her, I'm opening the door. The ghost of me is welcome here, she isn't lost anymore. We're learning to be one again, a slow and steady blend, my oldest, truest, dearest, and most long-awaited friend. My mind is like a chalkboard covered in your name, in lessons that you taught me, in rules for your own game. You wrote your story over mine in cursive, bold and deep, while the person I was meant to be was quietly put to sleep. Every habit that I have, every phrase that I repeat, is a footnote from your textbook, bittersweet. But I found a dusty eraser, and I'm wiping the slate clean. It's leaving chalky ghosts behind of everything that's been. But a space is starting to appear, a space for something new. The first and hardest lesson is the art of unlearning you. I'm unlearning how to sleep on my side of the bed. I'm unlearning all the critical voices in my head. I'm unlearning
On my shoulder is a bird, we got it on a whim. You said it was for you and me, a promise and a hymn. You said it was a symbol of a love that would not fade. A little bird you'd captured, a pretty choice you'd made. And for years I saw a cage thing when I looked at my own skin, a reminder of the pretty box that you had put me in. I thought about removing it 1,000 painful times, erasing all the evidence of your most clever crimes. But the ink is deep inside me, a part of who I am, a chapter in the story of the person I became. But today I saw it differently, the way the light was cast. It's not a bird that's captured from a long and lonely past. Its wings are spread for flying, its head is pointed high. It's not about to be caged, it's about to own the sky. The ink is mine, the story's changed, the meaning's rearranged. This bird was always meant for me, spirit unashamed. You saw it as a pet, a thing that you could own. I see it as a traveler who has always been alone, in the best and bravest meaning of that complicated word, the master of her own flight, a strong and steady bird. It's not a brand you left on me, a mark I have to bear. It's the symbol of my own soul, breathing its own air. And today I saw it differently, the way the light was cast. It's not a bird that's captured from a long and lonely past. Its wings are spread for flying, its head is pointed high. It's not about to be caged, it's about to own the sky. The ink is mine, the story's changed, the meaning's rearranged. This bird was always meant for me, spirit unashamed. A body is a canvas, and it tells you where you've been. And this tattoo is a reminder of the strength I have within, to take a story someone wrote and learn to read it new. The meaning isn't what he said, the meaning is what's true. This bird is taking flight now, on a course that's clear and bright. The ink is mine, the wing is mine, the sky is mine In a book about the weather,
I found a photograph, a Polaroid from summers past. It made me wanna laugh. The girl there has my eyes, but her hair is wild and long. She's singing to the sunset like she truly knows the song. The colors all are faded, washed out by a hazy sun, from a time before my story and your story became one. You always were the camera, you framed me in your view. You chose the light and angle and the girl you thought you knew. But the girl in this old picture, she wasn't posing for a soul. She was beautifully unfinished and completely in control. And oh, her sun-bleached smile, it's a ghost upon her face, a memory of a feeling that I can't seem to replace. The sun that bleached the colors out was you, my darling one. But I'm looking at what's left of her now that the fading's done. And I wanna meet her once again, I wanna learn her style. I wanna earn that real and true and sun-bleached smile. I put the photo on my desk, a little guiding star, a reminder that the distance back isn't really all that far. She doesn't look unhappy, just a little bit naive, but there's a strength within her gaze that I'm trying to retrieve. She didn't know about you yet, she didn't know the ache of bending into shapes for someone else's sake. And oh, her sun-bleached smile, it's a ghost upon her face, a memory of a feeling that I can't seem to replace. The sun that bleached the colors out was you, my darling one. But I'm looking at what's left of her now that the fading's done. And I wanna meet her once again, I wanna learn her style. I wanna earn that real and true and sun-bleached smile. The edges may be curling, the moment may be gone, but the essence of that person is still living on and on. Inside of me she's waiting for the clouds to finally part, to feel a different kind of sun shine down upon her heart. I'm stepping out the door today, had a certain way of saying my name, like it was a secret, a flickering flame. You'd whisper it softly, as if it was yours to keep. And a part of me believed you buried down so deep. It became a different word inside your mouth, a flower from the north replanted in the south. It sounded fragile, breakable and small, and I forgot the way it sounded before you, if at all. But now there's only silence where your voice used to be. And in the quiet, I am starting to hear me. My name is in the wind, it's in the falling rain, and it's calling me to find myself again. And oh, the sound of my own name on my own lips at last is breaking the enchantment and the spell that you had cast. It doesn't sound like porcelain, it doesn't sound like glass. It sounds like a survivor who has let the danger pass. It's a strong and steady rhythm, a song I'm learning to embrace. The sound of my own name finally in its rightful place. I say it to the mirror now, I say it to the walls. I'm answering the echo of my own internal calls. Each syllable a footstep on the path that leads me back to the person I was building before you threw me off the track. She knew the weight and measure of the name her mother gave. She wasn't something to be owned or something to be said. And oh, the sound of my own name on my own lips at last is breaking the enchantment and the spell that you had cast. It doesn't sound like porcelain, it doesn't sound like glass. It sounds like a survivor who has let the danger pass. It's a strong and steady rhythm, a song I'm learning to embrace. The sound of my own name finally in its rightful place. A name is just a name, or so the people say. But you took mine and hid it in your own special way. And getting it back is everything. It's the first and final key to unlocking the front door to the house of me. I introduce myself to strangers now, and I don't look away. I let the sound hang in the air, and I have so much more to say. My name, listen to the sound of my name. It's mine. kept our love in a greenhouse with a thermostat, you said. You said you were protecting me from getting cold or wet. The air was always temperate, the light was always low. You cultivated a careful love and taught me how to grow. You neat and tidy little rose according to your plan, and I learned to fear the weather of the world outside our span. You told me storms were dangerous and wind would break my stem, and the unpredictable patterns were not for the likes of them. Who lived a life of quiet, a life of perfect peace, but a soul that's never weathered can never find release. But I'm learning the weather now, I'm standing in the rain. I'm letting the thunder shake me, and I'm learning to love the pain of a real and true emotion, not the temperate kind. I'm letting the wind of my own thoughts blow through my own mind. There's a storm inside of me that's been waiting to break free, and it feels more like the sunshine than your calm did to me. The first time that I felt the frost, I thought that I would die. I was so used to the shelter of your artificial sky. But then I saw the beauty in the patterns that it made, a fragile, fleeting masterpiece of which I'm not afraid. I'm not a fragile flower, I'm a sturdy, windswept tree, and my roots are growing deeper now in my own reality. And I'm learning the weather now, I'm standing in the rain. I'm letting the thunder shake me, and I'm learning to love the pain of a real and true emotion, not the temperate kind. I'm letting the wind of my own thoughts blow through my own mind. There's a storm inside of me that's been waiting to break free, and it feels more like the sunshine than your calm did to me. You can keep your perfect climate, your regulated air. I'm dancing in a hurricane of my own self-repair. I want the lightning and the hail, the sun and the surprise. I want to see the real world through my own two open eyes. Let it rain, let the wind blow, I'm not afraid forest of the last few years was dense and overgrown. You led the way, I followed into the great unknown. But the path you made was just for you. It twisted and it turned, and the lessons of my own true north were quietly unlearned. Now you are gone and I am lost. The trail has disappeared, surrounded by the silence that I always knew I feared. But yesterday I saw something half buried in the moss, a little hopeful tiny clue to carry me across the space between the person I've become and she who ran before this whole dark fairy tale with you had first began. I'm following a breadcrumb trail that leads me back to me, a forgotten favorite movie, a song I sing off key, the taste of my old coffee order, the way I like my tea. Each one's a tiny anchor in a wild and confusing sea. I don't know where the trail will end, I'm taking it on trust, a breadcrumb trail of hope rising from the dust. I found another breadcrumb in a bookstore, on a shelf, a poet that I used to love, a whisper of myself. I bought the book and read it, and the words were like a key, unlocking a small, dusty room inside of me. And in that room, another clue, a path I need to take, a hint of the next right move that I am meant to make. I'm following a breadcrumb trail that leads me back to me, a forgotten favorite movie, a song I sing off key, the taste of my old coffee order, the way I like my tea. Each one's a tiny anchor in a wild and confusing sea. I don't know where the trail will end, I'm taking it on trust, a breadcrumb trail of hope rising from the dust. You were a feast that left me hungry, a banquet and a lie. But these small crumbs of who I was will help me get by. They're more than just nostalgia, they're more than memory. They are the ingredients to cook the recipe of me. A breadcrumb here, a breadcrumb there, I'm gathering them all. Patiently I'm listening for my own true nature's call. The forest is still dark, but I can see a little light. The breadcrumbs are all glowing, and they're leading me through the night. I'll give her back her future and save her from a death of spirit. And then I'll fade away into the setting sun. Her real story, my real story, has only just begun. I used to be fluent in the language of me. I knew all the phrases, the slang, the poetry. I could speak of my own feelings with a confidence and ease, as natural as bird song, as simple as the breeze. But then I learned your language, and I practiced it all day, and the dialect of my own soul just slowly slipped away. I became a master of your words, your syntax and your tone. But when I was by myself, I felt utterly alone. I tried to form a sentence of what I used to feel, but the words would come out clumsy, and they never sounded real. But I'm finding the old dictionary, the one I wrote myself. It's dusty and it's faded on a long forgotten shelf, and I'm starting with the basics like hope and dream and dare and solitude and laughter and a breath of open air. It's a slow and careful study to remember what I lost, but to speak the language of me is worth any kind of cost. At first it felt like nonsense. The grammar was all wrong, the rhythm of the sentences, the cadence of the song. Your language had such simple rules of no and yes and stay. My own is full of maybe and what if we run away. It's complex and it's messy, and it's mine and mine alone. And every word I relearn feels like coming home. And I'm finding the old dictionary, the one I wrote myself. It's dusty and it's faded on a long forgotten shelf, and I'm starting with the basics like hope and dream and dare and solitude and laughter and a breath of open air. It's a slow and careful study to remember what I lost, but to speak the language of me is worth any kind of cost. I'm starting to conjugate the verbs of my own soul. I am, I will, I can, I want are making me feel whole. I'm past the point of translation, of thinking first in you. The words are coming naturally, and I know from so very long ago, and she understands me perfectly. We have so much to say, and we are talking more and more each day. You always said you loved me like a placid, peaceful lake, a perfect, still reflection for your own heart's weary ache. You wanted me untroubled, a surface smooth as glass, a quiet pool of water where the storms would always pass. Without a single ripple, without a single wave, and I learned to be that stillness, and I learned how to behave. I held my breath for years, it felt, to keep the water clear, to give you back the image that you always held so dear. But a person's not a painting, a soul is not a pond, it's a wild and rushing river, and it can't be held in bond. Now I see my own reflection in a river running fast, and the face that's looking back at me is not the one from the past. It's broken by the current, it's distorted by the flow, but it's the truest, realest version of myself I'll ever know. I'm not a perfect picture, I'm a river on the run, and I'm finally heading homeward to the ocean and the sun. A river has a purpose, it is always on its way. It doesn't stop to ask for permission to change its course each day. It carves its own path through the world, it sings its own rough song. And that's the kind of person I was truly all along. You wanted me contained, but I was always meant to be a powerful and steady force that's heading for the sea. Now I see my own reflection in a river running fast, and the face that's looking back at me is not the one from the past. It's broken by the current, it's distorted by the flow, but it's the truest, realest version of myself I'll ever know. I'm not a perfect picture, I'm a river on the run, and I'm finally heading homeward to the ocean and the sun. And I'd rather be a river with its rocks and with its bends than a still and lonely body of water that only serves your ends. The movement is my nature, the journey is my prize, and I see my own adventure when I look into my eyes. My river reflection, it's messy and it's deep, and it holds the only promises I was ever